Is Bonnie Carrasco versus Samuel Strader. And y'all had a request to take this off the YouTube? Is that correct?
I,
Miss-
I did, Your Honor. But
Okay.
if it's gonna obstruct procedure, then we can proceed.
No, I just need to know the reason.
The reason is invasion of privacy.
Okay, because Texas courts are considered public.
Okay, well, if anybody wants to obtain public record to these proceedings, they can do so, but they don't need YouTube to do it. Am I wrong?
All right, guys. Today we are jumping straight into one of the messiest family courtroom battles you'll ever hear. A mother drags her own son to court over $10,000, while the son is more worried about the hearing being uploaded to YouTube than the actual lawsuit. Right from the opening seconds, you can already feel the tension, the awkward energy, and the complete lack of trust between both sides. And trust me, this case only gets crazier from here.
It was to just put it on YouTube. It's not being recorded.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I understand that, but not really. But that's
Uh,
fine. We can proceed.
Okay. Let's see, Ms. Carrasco, let me, and Mr. Strader, let me swear y'all in. Do each of you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Strader as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Ms. Carrasco, I've been through the evidence that y'all submitted and the petition, and I know this concerns a loan that was made on November 6th of 2023. And the contention you're making is that it was a loan,
Yes,
and you've been trying to collect on that loan.
yes.
When was the first time that you, if you can recall, as I said, that loan was in November of 23. When was the first time that you made an effort to try to collect on that or talk to your son about collection on that?
In February.
In February of 24? Okay.
Yes.
And
Also, Your Honor, I'd like to point out that any reference to my medical condition should be stricken from the record. He had no business admitting it. He is not a trained psychologist.
right, that's not relevant. It's not
Correct.
relevant. So that was in February.
Yes.
And what other efforts did you make besides the
Well, I can tell you this. 2 days after we filed the court almost a year ago, he came into my house intoxicated with George Ferguson and said, "Meet me at the bank." 2 days after he was served.
after he was served? Okay, because
Yes.
this was filed on March 21st of 24.
Yeah,
So
he came in, and once the constable served him, he arrived at my house, said, "Meet me at the bank," said a F word to George Ferguson, and said, "Meet me at the bank tomorrow. You sent the police to my house." The day after he was served.
the day, okay, and what happened then?
I said, "I don't need to go to the bank. You're intoxicated." You said, "F you to George." There's evidence said we can have a civilized conversation. I said, "Go in my bank," because he banks, Your Honor, where I bank, and deposit the money or make a payment plan. I also, on July 10th, Your Honor, I know there's a lot of evidence. I offered him a settlement
I read that.
of 150 to 100 a week. He works for the city of Austin, making
Right.
$62,000 a year plus, and took another $10,000 loan that he showed me on his phone to use as, quote, a cushion, Your Honor.
Buckle up, guys, because this family drama instantly turns hostile. The mother claims her son showed up intoxicated right after being served court papers, demanding she meet him at the bank while acting aggressive in front of witnesses. Then she exposes his salary, his spending habits, and even another loan he allegedly took out just to create a cushion. At this point, it's no longer sounding like a misunderstanding. It sounds like years of resentment finally exploding in public.
Accept the settlement. That, I know that
Right.
happened.
Correct.
But,
Now, if you look at Sunday, February 18th,
mhm,
I need 250 by the 1st. I'm fat effing broke. I apologize for my language in advance.
mhm.
You agreed to make a payment plan and I haven't seen your payment. So what is your plan? You also have Aaron or Paula call me at the bank because he banks where I bank, Your Honor.
Mhm.
By the way, this is Sammy. This is business. He says this is extortion. This is him talking to his own mother.
Is that filed in the exhibits that you sent?
Yes.
Which one is that in?
By the way, this is extortion. It's February 18th to Saturday, March 23rd at 4:16 p.m.
Well, it's first you sent in that plaintiff's exhibit packet, and then you sent in plaintiff's account history and loan and security agreement. And
Right.
that bunch of evidence. Do you know where it is?
What do you mean?
What you're quoting from, the extortion statement. In which of those exhibits is it in?
It is dated Saturday, March 23rd at 4:16.
I just don't.
It's a text message.
Right. I'm just not, I don't remember reading that part.
I can show it to you. It's right here, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
Can you see it?
Oh, okay. Okay. See, I just don't remember. Um, okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see where it says this is
Mhm.
extortion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And that was February 18th?
March 23rd.
Or that was March 23rd. Okay. Go
Yep.
ahead.
This exhibit, Your Honor. Can you see it, Your Honor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you see what he's saying?
Yes. Now that one I saw.
Can you read that for the court, please? And on the record?
Oh, it's in there. It's in the,
I'm going to nominate you for Mother of the Year. No arrest in 13 years. Wow, it's really amazing how much you want to help your mom, who gave you 10 grand. Let me emphasize the word gave, Your Honor, with all due respect. The
mhm.
bank gave me a loan. Gave does
Mhm.
not constitute, the word gave in legal terms does not constitute gift.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
So will you accept half or not? Do you see that, Your Honor?
Uh-huh.
If it's not a loan, why is he accepting half?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Because the burden is on me, or the burden is on him to dis.
All right, guys, this is where the text messages start digging a deeper hole for the son. The mother reads messages where he calls her actions extortion. Yet in the same conversation, he discusses paying back part of the money. That contradiction immediately catches the judge's attention. Second, he claims the money was a gift, and the next he's negotiating repayment terms. And honestly, moments like this are exactly why courtroom cases can fall apart over a few careless texts.
That's coercion. No arrest in 13 years. He did a background check on his own mother when he's a convicted felon.
well, we're just talking about the nature of the loan right now.
Correct. You see this, Your Honor? He banks where I bank. I called my bank. They said, you don't need to go into the bank with Sammy because frankly, he scares me.
Mm-hmm,
I don't even want to see his face during this. I'm a nervous wreck.
mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
said, "Yeah, Paula or Aaron, call me because he banks where I bank. And you
uh-huh,
don't even need to be here. We'll put the money in the bank." He did not.
okay,
And P.S.
okay.
Ask him why he borrowed 10 grand. Ask him how much he spent on his wedding. Because I know.
Well, we're
And I
just,
believe, I believe, Your Honor, with all due respect, this should now become a community debt should I win the case.
Buckle up, because this courtroom completely loses focus and turns personal fast. The mother starts bringing up prison history, background checks, weddings, insults, and years of emotional baggage, while the judge repeatedly tries pulling the conversation back to the actual loan. Every sentence feels loaded with anger that's been building for years. Instead of sounding like a simple money dispute, this now feels like a broken family using court as the final battleground.
mhm,
Really? Really?
okay,
Another admission. You see this exhibit, I told you, pay house, buy house, give back, or pay bills. Now, if defendant offered me 10 grand, Your Honor, I apologize for shouting. You see how bad I'm shaking.
mm-hmm,
Why would I say, oh no, Sammy, I don't want your 10 grand? That's an outright lie.
mm-hmm, okay,
And you have no case. This is his arrogance.
mm-hmm,
And we're just about done here. You see this exhibit? I'm willing to have a civilized conversation about this without your
Mhm.
bodyguard. That was George. When he
Mhm.
walked in and said, fuck you to George.
mm-hmm.
You see this? You are a psycho narcissistic. Read that, Your Honor, with all due respect. You're going to talk this way to your mother who let you live here and walk out of my house with $15,000.
Okay, we're just gonna talk about the
I
loan. We're
understand.
not gonna talk about the tenor of his other statements, just the loan.
Again, Your Honor, at the bottom, I am willing to pay half.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, Your Honor, show his arrogance. Your first mistake is thinking you can tell me what to do. You see it?
See, that's what I don't want to hear stuff like that right now. I just want to hear about the nature of the loan.
Okay. Well, I think I've submitted enough evidence. Do you have any questions for me, Your Honor?
No, not at this time.
Thank you.
But you are requesting return of the $10,000. That's what you're asking the
I'm
court.
willing to settle the case right now today for 5,000.
If he wants to do that for 5,000.
Yep, that's giving him half. Oh, one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
that he's taunting me. Free legal advice is nice.
All right, guys. Now we finally hear the son's version of events, and according to him, this money was never a loan in the first place. He claims his mother told him to keep the $10,000 after plans to buy a house fell apart. He paints himself as a struggling blue-collar worker whose life changed because of that money, while accusing his family of rewriting history after another relative got involved. And suddenly, the entire case starts looking less straightforward.
Here she says she'll settle for 5,000 right now.
Yeah, I hear her.
Cash again.
Is she gonna unmute or is she gonna mute?
Yeah, let's talk to Mr. Strader right now, Ms. Carrasco.
Sure.
Go ahead, Mr. Strader.
I'd be happy to answer any direct questions, but my testimony has not changed.
Well,
This was never a loan. I mean, if you want some background, I can give it to you.
well, first I want to know if you accept the offer
No,
5,000. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
do you have any questions, direct questions for me, or do you just want me to do what she just did and tell you the whole story?
I just want to know the kind of the presumption in law is that it is a loan. You
By
need to
whose
establish it was a
standards?
gift. That's the legal,
I mean, how has this been proven a loan thus far?
because she is indicated that it's a loan. She says it was a
Okay,
loan.
okay, but it's my word against hers, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The legal presumption is that it is not a gift. And you need to tell me how it is a gift.
Okay, because she told me to keep it on the phone, which is on record with Consumer Cellular, which unfortunately you can't subpoena phone calls because this is not Law and Order. This is not TV.
Right.
However, that's how it went down. $10,000 to a guy like me is life-changing money. And she also left out the part where she had a house picked out on Oak Alley right around the corner from her house for $450,000. And I quickly assessed the situation and said, there's no way possible that you can buy a house in Austin, Texas for $450,000 with $10,000 down. So I said, we're not buying a house. I'm 53 years old. I'm not hitching myself to a mortgage. And it's impossible to do with only $10,000. So I can either pay off some bills with this or I can give it back. She said, keep it. It's a gift. She was happy. She was living her life. She was doing her thing. She was spending money all over the place. And I was happy for her. I was like, well, maybe it'll stick. And it didn't. So, I mean, if you read the evidence that I submitted, the letter that I wrote to the court, it's almost verbatim. You don't have to remember anything when you're not lying. This is actually what happened. And then right after that, she said, don't tell Ben. Ben is my brother. He's a very successful family court lawyer. And she said, don't tell him. And I said, well, that's no problem. We never talk. What does she do 2 weeks later? She tells Ben. Ben goes ballistic because he's entitled, he's selfish, and he's greedy. He says, where's my 10 grand? And if he was here today, if he was sworn to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, he would admit to that statement. Now, why would he make that statement? Why would he say, where's my 10 grand?
Well,
if it was a loan, why would he say, where's my 10 grand?
we're getting into hearsay here. So let's just
Yes,
talk about the things that we know about. Not
this
what
whole case is hearsay, Your Honor. This whole case is hearsay.
No, statements that the parties make are not hearsay.
Is there a contract with my signature on it, agreeing to terms of a loan or to agreeing?
Buckle up, guys, because this is the legal turning point of the entire case. The son keeps demanding written proof, signed agreements, and payment contracts, believing that without paperwork the case should collapse completely. But the judge keeps circling back to one huge problem: the son's own messages discussing repayment. That's the moment reality starts setting in for him. Because sometimes your own words become stronger evidence than any formal contract ever could.
I don't have $80,000 at the end of the year like I told you. I need that money back. Can you help me out? Yeah, no problem. I got your back. But she started threatening and wanting to sue. And all this came right on the coattails of telling my brother, which she told me not to do. She wants to please him. This whole thing is about him. As soon as she told him and he got upset, then it became a loan. All of a sudden, it's a loan. Oh, I want the money. I told Ben you were going to pay me back. I said, why did you tell him that? I'm not paying you. That money's gone. I used it to pay off some things and to put a little cushion in the bank for myself and to be comfortable. Like I said, $10,000, Your Honor, is life-changing money to blue-collar workers, to guys like me. This thing is all about her winning. She wants to win. That's all it's about. It's not about the money. She's not broke. She doesn't need it. She's retired. She's bored. She's depressed. I'm not going to get into any more of that, but I'm shaking too. You just can't see it.
Mhm. Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. Uh, Miss Carrasco, you're the plaintiff, so you get the last word.
Ben's testimony is hearsay, Your Honor. There's no proof of that.
Well, it's not hearsay, ma'am, because he's a party.
Excuse me?
It's not hearsay because he's a party. You guys are using legal words you don't know the meaning of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you saw the evidence. He agreed to pay it back or give it back, and he borrowed 10 grand, and he makes 62,000 a year at the city of Austin.
I never borrowed anything from you. Admit
Mr.
the
Streeter.
truth.
Mr. Strader, this is her turn to talk.
You lived with me, Sammy, for a year and walked out of here with 15 grand. I never charged you.
Ms. Carrasco, you address your words to the court.
Okay. He lived here, Your Honor, and walked out with 15,000. I never charged him. I helped him get a job. I helped him open a bank account at UFC where I bank. I helped
Okay.
him buy a car.
Mhm. Okay.
I begged Mr. B to give him a job at Circle K where he could save all his money. Can he hear me?
Mhm. Mhm.
He immediately started drinking, smoking weed, spending all his money 2 months after getting out of prison. So I can't control that.
Mhm. Right. Okay. All right.
And I would like to apologize to the court for the vulgarity, but this is a highly volatile case, and I don't want Sammy anywhere on my property in the future.
All right, guys, this is the emotional breaking point before the verdict. The mother unloads years of frustration, claiming she gave her son housing, financial support, job opportunities, and second chances after prison, only for everything to end in betrayal. Meanwhile, the son keeps interrupting and denying almost every accusation. At this stage, you can tell this courtroom stopped being about $10,000 a long time ago. It's about pride, regret, and family resentment boiling over.
That's okay. We have certainly understand that's okay. People get emotional. All right. Well, based on the evidence presented, I find that the plaintiff has established a cause of action for $10,000. I will enter a judgment on her behalf for $10,000 plus court cost. Each party does have at least 15 days to file a motion for new trial and 22 days to appeal. Any
Your Honor,
questions about?
Your Honor, can I ask a simple question?
No.
Where is the evidence that this was ever? Where is my signature on anything? Where is there a payment
Mr.
plan?
Strader,
Where? How has this been proven?
if you want to appeal, please feel
I will be appealing. I promise you that.
Excellent.
Your Honor,
Excellent.
I have one question.
A copy of the judgment out at the conclusion of this hearing, and the appeal bond is set at $20,000.
What is an appeal bond?
And if you need an indigency affidavit because you cannot afford the appeal bond, that will be provided as well.
What
You can
is an
visit.
appeal bond?
That's what you put up for the appeal so that you
I
can.
mean, I don't understand. What do you mean what I put up for the appeal? Am I going to jail?
No, you can visit with the civil clerks if you have questions about the procedures. Thank you very much to both parties for appearing today.
Your Honor, I just
And-
have I have one last question. Since I've won this judgment, I'm entitled to a writ of garnishment, correct?
Not until it's final. It's not final yet because he has to appeal.
Right.
Your Honor, I thought the only thing in the state of Texas that could be garnished was child support and taxes.
That's not true. You guys really need to talk to lawyers about this stuff, okay? You really do. I cannot give you legal advice because I'm.
It's on Google.
Buckle up because the judge finally delivers the ruling, and the son absolutely cannot handle it. The court orders him to repay the full $10,000, but instead of accepting the loss, he spirals into confusion about appeals, bonds, garnishments, and whether he could actually go to jail. Then comes the biggest moment of all. He flat out declares he will never pay his mother a single dime. Even the judge sounds exhausted by the end of this disaster.
Registration?
I no longer use a license. I only have my passport that I use. I'm a state national, so I no longer have to abide by the corporation's rules, and I have my documentation for that.
Okay.
Those were previous citations that were dismissed by Judge Crone.
Yeah, this doesn't show me anything of why you don't have to have a driver's license, though.
I'm a state national, so I'm exempt from the problem or what you guys do. I'm exempt from the.
Usually, you have a card on you that states that they give you that you're exemplary.
Yeah, they haven't sent it to me yet, but I have filed all the paperwork and it's been in place for 6 years.
It's been in place for what?
6 years.
And you don't have, if it's been in place for 6 years, you don't have the prior one?
They didn't send it to me yet.
In the whole entire 6 years, you've never had anything?
You know how our federal government works, so.
So what do you provide for documentation wherever you go? You only provide...
Yes, ma'am.
You should have been at least issued an identification card. Even if you don't have a driver's license,
No,
you should have a
because the
Florida
identification card again abides by your rules, leaning ownership of my vehicles, of myself to you. And I'm no longer a part of the corporation, so I'm exempt. So what we're doing here is illegal as far as me, because I no longer participate in the extortion of the police department.
Are you stating you're sovereign citizen?
I'm not state national.
State national.
I'm not sovereign. I'm a state national.
Okay.
I'm a part of the Republic of the United States. No
Okay.
longer a part of the corporation.
All right, guys. Now we move from courtroom chaos to peak sovereign citizen insanity. A woman gets stopped for a traffic violation and immediately starts explaining why licenses, registrations, and traffic laws supposedly don't apply to her because she's a state national. The officer stays surprisingly calm while listening to arguments about constitutional rights, corporations, and government extortion. But the more she talks, the clearer it becomes that this stop is heading toward complete disaster.
Need to know your address.
You don't have to issue me a citation.
We still have to follow the rules that everybody else follows.
No, ma'am, I do not. I do not. That's why I always get it excused. Every
You don't
time.
have any documentation on
Nope.
you stating that, so you're not exempt.
No, I am exempt. Believe me, you'll get a bond from me that goes directly towards you, that fines you for every minute that you're holding me here. There is no crime that's committed. You can only detain me if there's a crime committed.
Ma'am, you are legally have to follow
There's
if
no
you're
injured party.
If you're
There's no
operating
injured
a
party,
motor
honey.
vehicle in Florida,
No.
you still have to follow
No,
the
I don't.
regulations.
No, I don't. See, you guys are extorting money from us. See, the problem is you're violating my Fourth Amendment right.
No, I'm actually not, ma'am.
Yes, you are. I can go through it with you, doll.
Okay.
I have it all
You
here.
stand by for me.
10-4 vehicle versus a pole. There is airbag deployment in the northbound lane.
Hey, Nicole.
Sarge, do you have a minute?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm on a traffic stop with a woman who's stating she's not a sovereign citizen, but she's a citizen. And
Here's more documentation from the judge.
okay, can you repeat again what you just told me?
I'm a state traveler. I'm a state national. I have the right to travel freely. I'm not encumbered by any of your laws or regulations.
Stating she doesn't have to have a driver's license. She can run the stop sign, do everything,
Common law.
and that she travels through common law. And
if she fails to produce identification or a driver's license, she can be
I
arrested.
did produce my.
she gave me her passport, but she says she doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't need a driver's license. She doesn't have one for 6
If
years.
she doesn't have a driver's license, just like anyone else, she can be arrested for not having a driver's license.
No state shall
Okay.
convert
Thanks,
my.
Sarge.
I'll send you back up.
It's a
Okay,
God-given
thanks.
right.
All right, bye.
It's a God-given right. You guys are extorting money from us. It's a God-given right. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. It's a God-given right. We're the supreme law of
Ma'am,
the
do you have your
land.
registration for the vehicle?
I don't have registration with me now. I don't have to provide it. I am.
Ma'am, you do. You're driving a
No,
vehicle
ma'am. I am
on the
common
road.
law.
I
It is not a
understand
privilege.
Buckle up, guys, because this traffic stop completely falls apart in real time. Even after multiple warnings, the woman refuses commands, argues constitutional law, demands supervisors, and insists the police have no authority over her. What starts as a simple stop quickly turns physical as officers pull her from the car while she screams about church, towing, and her constitutional rights. And just like most sovereign citizen encounters, all that confidence disappears the second the handcuffs come out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next crazy case. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.